Do you remember when you were a kid having fun watching your favorite TV program? And I don't know if all of you as kids watched TV, but I did. And I remember that it was annoying when you were watching your favorite TV program and suddenly a commercial break came in. And now you just had to sit there and watch and see these boring commercials about a cooking pan that nothing sticks to it, or that this is the best cooking pan to cook on. And look, this is the sharpest knife in the world. If you throw it to that wall, it will cut the wall in half. And and you know the normal thing that they are trying to sell you stuff. And while you're waiting and watching these commercials, I don't know if you remember, but sometimes all the screen turned pink. And was this commercial about a doll being a doctor and being a vet and taking dogs to the vet or bathing the dogs, being a cook and being all those things. And always at the end of these commercials was this 4-word sentence that said, "You can be anything." And it turns out, man, that Barbie was right, because you can become anything, but only if you do the things that will turn you into that thing. Because we are what we do. We become what we do daily. So to leave this clear, for example, for you to grow your biceps, you need to do bicep curls. And now a gym rat is going to come here and is going to say, no, the bicep curl is actually bad for your bicep. It's better to do the flamingo curls. You know why? Because Saboon made that shit up. And it's better to do this exercise because Ronnie Coleman said that this would... I'm just giving examples. Another example is that for you to grow your legs, you need to do squats. And for you to grow any muscle, you have to use repeatedly that muscle. And it is the same for anything that you want to become. You become physically fit by going to the gym, running, and eating well. You become more brave by doing brave acts. You become more disciplined by doing disciplined acts. You become a musician by playing music. You become a YouTuber by making YouTube videos. You craft and improve the skill, virtue, or characteristic that you want to have by repeatedly doing things that are related to it. It's like when you use a skill in a video game and every time you use it, you get experience to improve it. And I can explain you this in neuroscientific terms, and I am not going to make it complex, that I am going to confuse you. And before saying it, I am telling you that I learned this from the book Deep Work. So everything that we do, like a skill or literally every movement, we can sum it up as a circuit in our brain. So what is responsible for me to lifting up my arm is a circuit that activated in my brain that let me lift up my arm. What is responsible for me recording this video and doing these things that I am doing, it's a circuit in my brain that is letting me do these things. So what the book Deep Work says is that every time you perform something, the responsible for you performing the thing is a neural circuit, right? So it goes for anything. When you read, the responsible for you reading is a neural circuit. When you lift weights, the responsible for you to doing those movements and lifting those weights is a circuit in your brain. So everything is a circuit in your brain at the end. But what happens when you do a thing with your full attention and focus on it? So as always, the circuit responsible for it will activate, right? If I read with focus, the neural circuit to read will activate. But your full attention and your focus on it makes your brain literally give you more experience for doing the thing. So let's say when I read with my full attention and focus, what my brain is going to do is that the neural circuit responsible for reading, my brain is going to put a fat layer over the connectors of that circuit. And that fat layer, what it's going to do is that it will improve the skill of reading, or the skill that I am doing with full focus and attention. Because that fat layer will permit that the neural circuit transmits the signals, or the thing that the brain does, faster and more effortlessly. So literally every time you perform anything, either it will be me recording this video, or you working on something, you reading, you doing a sport, or you doing something while you put your full attention and focus on it, and with no distractions, and I'm going to explain why no distractions later. Your brain gives you this fat layer over the connectors of that neural circuits that literally makes it better. And why with no distractions? Well, the neural circuits, if I do this is a neural circuit. If I talk, that is another circuit in my brain that is activating at the same time that I am using the one for moving my hands. My sight, the ability for me to record this video or to talk like this is another circuit in my brain. So what happens if I record this video while I have I don't have nothing here, it's just an example. What happens if I record this video with a PC here while I have opened WhatsApp or a social media and messages are coming in? What is going to happen is that the neural circuit responsible for me being focused and recording this video will activate, right? But it will also activate the neural circuit responsible for me paying attention to the messages or responsible for me thinking of what to respond to messages. And when you have so much circuits and so much things going on your brain is not able to focus on one. So it's not capable to put that fat layer over that circuit. And it's not capable of putting that fat layer over none of these circuits that you are using. When you are doing so much things at the same time, your brain is not able to put those fat layers over those circuits because they are too much. So you make improvements in nothing. That's why when you try to study or learn something, and you're with your phone or messages are coming in from your phone or social media, so your friend is talking to you, your mom comes in and distracts you or tells you to do another thing, that is too much circuits activated at the same time. That's why you can't focus and you can't improve or learn or improve on the skill that you are doing right now. That's why distractions are they really fuck you up. And we can say that in neuroscientific terms, that the experience, like when you use a skill in a video game, in real life is that fat layer that your brain puts over the connectors of every neural circuit of the skill or the thing that you are doing that makes it better. Or we can also frame this in this other way, that in the real life, the case is that the experience is the actions that you do that gives you the undeniable proof for you to be and believe that you are who you say you are. Because our brain works on proofs. Or do you think that you will suddenly be a billionaire tomorrow just by shouting at yourself in the mirror, I am a billionaire? It doesn't work that way, man. As I said in the past video, I can sit here in this chair all day shouting at myself or telling myself, I am disciplined. I am disciplined. But that will not make nothing change. What will make things change is me going outside and doing the things and actions that require discipline. It's the same that I can sit here all day and say I'm a millionaire, but that will not make $1 million appear here. I need to go and do the things that will give me the wealth and give me $1 million. It just doesn't work, man. So for you to become something and you to become anything, you know what you need to do to become a billionaire, really? To become a billionaire, you need to go and do the things that billionaires do. To become a fighter, you need to go and do the things fighters do. And to become anything, you need to go and do the things that are necessary to become that thing. Every virtue, everything that you want to become, even a characteristic, if you want to become something, if you want to become more brave, if you want to become more disciplined, if you want to be more confident, if you want a better body, you have to craft it yourself. No one will go to the gym for you, because the ones that are going to make the gains are the ones who go, not you. Imagine someone comes here and say, oh man, I'm going to go to the gym for you. You stay here and you will build a great body while I am the one suffering and gaining the muscle in the gym. It just doesn't make sense. Everything that you want to become and everything that you want to embody, you need to go through the trials and tribulations. You need to go and do the actions in order for you to become it. You are not going to become something by just sitting here. And for you to have this idea more clearly, I am going to read you a part of this book. Discipline is Destiny for Ryan Holiday. Aristotle described virtue as a kind of craft, something to pursue, just as one pursues the mastery of any profession or skill. We become builders by building, and we become harpists by playing the harp, he wrote. Similarly then, we become just by doing just actions, temperate by doing temperate actions, brave by doing brave actions. Virtue is something we do. It's something we choose. So if you want to choose the path to becoming a millionaire, to becoming a successful man, you are not going to make it there just by shouting at yourself in the mirror that you are a millionaire. You are not going to make it there by just sitting here and writing, I am a millionaire, or saying to yourself, I am a millionaire. That maybe can get you more confident, or make you just bullshit yourself and believe it. And because you believe it, you go and do the things that are necessary to become it. But everything needs action. The work just has to be done. The videos, and if I want to grow this channel, man, you think that it will grow by me sitting here and just looking at the wall and maybe writing in the wall, I am a 3 million subscriber YouTuber? That's not going to make me gain nothing. For you to become something, or for you to be anything, you can literally be anything. For you to be anything, you have to do the actions and the things that are required for you to become that thing. And before ending this video, I remind you that if you don't do the hard things and the hard actions and the things that will make you into a better person, no one will do them for you. Without much to say, I hope you have a great day, man. Until next.